So you mentioned opportunities to go out hiking and seeing nature and all. What's the difference? You know, a lot of people refer to that as communing with nature.
Mm.
Why would a person want to take communion as we talk about it in church? And what do they get out of that that they don't get out of taking a hike and communing with nature?
Well, it's warm and dry for one thing. You're not out in the elements, which is kind of fun. Actually, I don't think you get anything out of our communion that you wouldn't get out of communing with nature. I think we learn how to receive that awareness in different contexts. So many folks were brought up in church. They had this relationship with the bread and wine of communion, and it triggers something in them that says, "Oh, okay, I will make myself vulnerable in this moment to whatever is arising." You know, if you're lucky, maybe someone pointed that out to you while you were out in the wilderness and out in the mountains, or maybe not. So I'm not sure our culture teaches that wisdom as clearly. There are certainly lots of folks I know who access that much more easily out in nature than they do in church on Sunday morning with communion.
With every time they breathe in and they breathe out, they're connecting with the universe.
And in between.
Yeah.
All those times. I mean, you know, that's the deep understanding that I believe all of the faith systems are pointing to. There is never a time when you are not being breathed by that. One of the Psalms says it beautifully. It's talking about God in the ancient language of, you know, God being out there, and, you know, that you are closer than my breath. That you are actually prior to my breathing. Now, the way we might say that in our modern culture is that you literally are breathing me. How else would that be prior to my breath? And so this is not a new understanding at all. In fact, it's an ancient understanding that we seem to forget with each generation.